Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing a little overview, initial impressions on my new Spyderco Cricket that I received for Christmas from my loving girlfriend. She has also gotten me the Spyderco Dragonfly, which I will be showing in a different video. Um, as for this one though, it is the on the Spyderco Cricket. This is the Etched version. It does come in quite a variety of versions actually. The cheaper, more popular production models are the stainless steel with just the smooth surface plates and the etched version. This knife can be had at a very good price right now, 40 shipped on eBay. So if you're interested in this knife, you may want to check that out. Don't know how long it's going to last. The etched version specifically has been discontinued for 2010, so you may want to pick one up now if you are curious in that model. Anyways, I'll go ahead and go over some specs on this neat little knife. The close length is 2 3/4 inches, tip to top, and the overall length of the knife from tip to bottom is 4 3/4 inches. The blade length here is 1 7/8 inch, so a very small edge, and the cutting edge here, even smaller, is 1 5/8 inches. This is a very thin knife. The blade here is only 5 64 inches, so 2 millimeters. The spider hole here is 11 millimeters, so 7 16 inch, and has a nice reverse S curve for the blade shape. And this knife is a hollow grind, so it's kind of got some sloping inward and then to the flat into that nice sharp edge. Um, as you got here on the back, Seki City, Japan, and yes, you can infer that it is VG10, Spyderco VG10 steel, made in Japan. Um, got your little Spyderco bug there on the blade, and you got your spider on the pocket clip. The pocket clip is for only tip down right hand, right side carry. So you cannot move the pocket clip anywhere on the knife. So it is going to either remain tip down right side carry, or you can just take it off and throw it in your pocket or whatnot. This knife is very doable in the pocket because the weight of this knife is only 1.75 ounces. For a small knife, that is a little bit hefty, but I don't mind the weight at all for a all steel construction. Um, I chose the etched version over the stainless steel just because of the fact that I don't like my knives all scratched up on the handles. If it's a user knife, then I don't mind it looking dirty and used and scratched up and whatnot. But my smaller folders are more for a gentleman approach, more of a person-friendly knife that I can take out in public and use, and I want it to look clean if I'm going to. That's the reason why I got the etched version. And also, it's just a plus that it's discontinued now. It does have a lanyard hole, and it is a pretty generous size in my opinion. So you can definitely throw a lanyard on this if you'd like for just some extra leverage in the carrying, holding. Maybe put your pinky, hold it for that or whatnot. If you just like lanyards on your knives. If you haven't noticed by now, this is a RIL lock, Reeve Integral lock. Or for those of you who aren't familiar, that just means a frame lock. So as you see the knife opening, that side right here caves in under the blade, and that's going to keep it from moving. And of course, zero play on this knife. Very, very solid. Not even if I wanted to, can I budge movement on this knife. So very solid lockup. Um, as far as the construction goes, it is open construction, so very easy to clean out. You can just blow through it or whatever. It's got 3 pillars there, as you can see. They are all Torx screws. Blade pivot is actually adjustable. As you can see here, it's just a pin on this side. And what you can't see, where it is adjustable, is the screw underneath the clip there. So if you wanted to adjust the pivot tension or whatever, you're going to have to take off the clip in order to get to that screw. So I guess that is kind of frustrating, but at the same time, for such a small knife, you shouldn't have to, you know, work with that. It's buttery smooth the way it is. I believe this knife actually has phosphorus bronze bushings inside of it, very thin ones, but this blade is very, very nice and buttery to open and close. As you can see on this side, there is a pin point where the screw goes all the way through, and that is where the blade stop is, and the blade stops perfect on that stop pin. On these sides, you can see that there is no like caps or anything on these two. Those are the actual bottoms of the screw on this side. So those screws go all the way in and end on the other side. So these don't have caps, unlike the pivot screw, or not the pivot screw, but the blade pin stop. As you can see, there's a screw, and then it has a pin on this side. So I don't know exactly why they didn't decide to put pins there, but just kind of minor thing to notice. Doesn't affect performance or anything. This blade has no jimping. Don't need it for such a small knife in its intended use. It's just the smooth blade and then goes straight into the open handle. No, this does have a choil, finger choil, very small one here, and it's not jimped. Like I said, you don't need to. It's such a small knife. It does fit really nice in the hand though. You pinch there and just kind of wrap your hand around. Pinky maybe slide off a little bit, but if you choke up on it, it's really nice. Bring your thumb over the top for some really intricate cuts. You can pinch the spider hole for some pull cuts, or you can even put your index finger over while having your thumb purchased in there, and have your middle finger over in the choil for some really nice pull cuts or whatever and pull out. So overall, a comfortable knife in the hand, feels solid when you're holding it. Um, Obviously, I haven't got a chance to use this knife a ton. I did carry it with me at work for I guess a total of 12 hours through the weekend, and pretty much cut through anything. Very sharp knife. I actually really dig the blade design as you pop the belly down on whatever you need to cut and then pull into that nice S curve. That tip really drags, and it's very sharp. Just slices through. I shouldn't say drag. It just slices through when it snag or catches freight from under the belly right into that tip as you're pulling back. And just because, even though this is a hollow grind and it's not a flat grind, as you can see there, it shines. This thing slices very well straight through just because of how thin the blade is already. 2 millimeters, that is super thin. So if you need to cut boxes or whatever, despite how small this is, and you know, my more of a categorization of a gentleman's folder, this thing could rip through cardboard no problem if needed. So but this one more for just, smaller tasks, cutting the tape on the side of a cardboard box, envelopes, whatever. Very easy to open and close, one-handed. Really nice purchase in the thumb hole for sliding out. Or if you want to just Spidey drop the knife, you can hold it by the hole and throw it down, and you got the spider drop there. So overall, a very nice knife. Like it a lot, and we'll be seeing a lot of pocket carry. Also, as you see, although it is only right side tip down, pocket clip is the very top, very, very top. So this is going to be some really deep pocket carrying. So you don't have to worry, about losing your knife, as all the Spyderco clips, very solid, very tight, so it's not going to go anywhere. And it's just so thin, just fits anywhere you want to put it. I mean, you can just hang it on your shirt or whatever, clip this to your shirt pocket or on a button up, or pants, inside of a jacket, or you can take off the clip and just drop it in your pocket, put a lanyard on it, or whatever you want to do. It's just a nice solid little knife, and it could be had for 40 bucks shipped, like I said. So with that being said, great buy, and yeah, that is the Spyderco Cricket, the etched version.